Happy Sunday, everybody. It is Sunday, as I said, and it's the second day of the Soap Commander Soap Battle. And yesterday, if you're watching, Soap Commander Love was the first one brought into battle, and so it holds the number one spot right now in my Soap Commander soaps. Today, coming into the arena, Soap Commander Respect. That's right, Respect. Lyman Patchouli. Picked this one because I was watching the Bucks play last night, and one of their guys' name is Pachulia, and it said, hey, what better reason? I know they lost, but hey, that chose my soap. Call me crazy. The rest of my loadout. My Lutz Slant with a Repair Platinum Lux blade. Aftershave Country Club Sweetwater. And my Matthew Martin Green Bay Packer custom brush. And that's what I got. And behind me, just want to go Cubs go. No, I'm a Wisconsin guy, but I'm a diehard Cubs fan. I go ahead and pour the bloom water over my knot and start loading. And first, before you can see, this tub has been used quite a bit. It was the first Soap Commander soap I think I got this and Passion at the same time. But at first I didn't like Passion. Respect is what caught my eye, or my nose. And so I used it quite a lot early on. It's kind of got neglected lately, but not that it's bad. Very, very vibrant lime scent. I call it almost like a candied lime, but that's just my nose. But it just, you don't miss the lime. It's there. The patchouli is a little bit darker. It kind of darkens it a little bit. It's there. Somebody else was saying they smelt it a lot. I don't pick up on it a whole lot. It's just there, present. It's not an overpowering deal. See, loading super easy. But I do have something I need to talk about. I had nothing to talk about until about a couple minutes ago. It's almost, I think it's about 11:30, almost 12 o'clock. I think it's 11:30ish. My kids just left a little bit ago with their mom. And so I saved my shave for that until after they left. All right. But I'm going to talk some baseball. More TV programming than anything else. Trying to make sure I get all this goodness. Look, there's so much in there. Ton on my brush already. I'll wipe my face and we'll get into it. I've been a diehard Cubs fan since 1984. This is my first real recollection. Ryan Sandberg, you start looking through the era. Sean Dunson, Ron Cey, Jody Davis, Mark Grace, Rick Sutcliffe, Greg Maddux, list goes on and on, all the way to present day. Well, even as a Wisconsin kid, I grew up watching the Cubs on WGN with Harry Carey, Steve Stone. Grew up on that. That's what you did, or what I did, because the Brewers were a nighttime show. They only played night games. Cubs played day games, 86 games of the year. And, or 82 games, whatever it is. I forget exactly right now. Brain fart. So during the summer, if I wasn't outside, whenever I got a chance, I watched the Cubs, 105 or 205 on WGN. Well, slowly but surely, WGN's been losing some of their games to Chicago Sports Network. Well, I looked at the broadcast schedule, saw last night, sweet, it's going to be on WGN today. Wasn't really paying attention to the program guide. I live in Arizona. I'm like, hey, I got WGN. I'm good to go. Well, the game's pregame's supposed to be starting. I turn on WGN, and the heat of the night is on. I'm like, really? So I start wondering what's going on. Well, lo and behold, I guess WGN America is no longer carrying sports. They're only carrying television broadcasting, like regular broadcasting. The local WGN Channel 9 is carrying baseball. So WGN has just officially lost me completely. I don't like the programming they have there. All I ever watched them for was sports to begin with. Or the Cubs. So, I'm a little upset right now. But I'm not going to let that ruin my shave because I got Soap Commander Respect on deck. here we go. I do use my Lutz like a single edge. It's got two sides, but one's a little more aggressive than the other. I go with the mild. So at the end of this video, I will determine the winner of today's battle, and it will continue on until I get through all 6 soaps. And at the end, I'll crown the winner of Soap Commander. And then I'm thinking, assuming this goes off well enough and it's well enough received, I think then what I might do is when it's all said and done, then take all the number 1s and work their way against each other. So from all the brands I have, and see if I can get down to a number 1 current soap. Now, of course, that, whatever the final matchup is won't be like 1 versus 2, but it'll be the top of each branded. So, one brand might have my number 1 and number 2 overall, but play it like that way. Let's call this the regular season, and then we'll have the playoffs. I went the Lutz today thanks to Khan. He did his, what's he call it now? Pre-shave, I think it's called, or whatever. He's got that new thing called, I think he called it the pre-shave or post-shave. I think it might be post-shave. But he was mentioning, answered a question about, do you need to change technique with a slant? That got me thinking I hadn't used my Lutz in a while. My only slant. Fantastic soap. So this is a soap that I connected with early on, and I've said it before when I've used it, and I'll say it pretty much every time I use it, just because it's always new to everybody else. They might not have seen it before. The reason I fell in love with this soap was at the time I was recently divorced, and recently enough, but our wives typically will have Bath and Body Works, all that kind of stuff out there, and so I was used to this type of a scent, like a lime verbena, all those different lime scents that you'll typically get at those types of places. So even with the patchouli darkening it up, it was familiar enough. It's not the same, so don't get me wrong that way, but it was familiar enough that I was able to just relate to it right away. Both Love and Respect are very, very straightforward, if you ask me. Love is that, rose with the hint of green. The stems, the leaves a little bit. And this is straight lime patchouli. That's all you're getting. Sound like some soaps where you're sitting there going, Wow, there's 10 different ingredients. I can't pick out what's what. These are very, very straightforward. All right. Good shape so far. Feels weird using double edges 2 days in a row. Just threw some soap on my scale. Good sized chunk too. This actually would have been the first brush I would have used with this soap as well. Another reason why I picked it. I haven't used it in a while either way. There was a while where I wanted to get a bunch of slant razors, but with these kind of, I won't say falling out of favor. With them becoming second fiddle, I don't see the need. Good thing is with my SEs, I've got almost everyone I want, or at least that I know I want. I still want a bullet tip. I think that's about it. Well, mongoose. Let's be real. All right, pass 3 is done. Fantastic. Razor works really, really well. Feel around real quick. Always this one little spot. Same there. Neck's always a little finicky. Better. All right, I'm very happy with that shave. Go ahead and cold water rinse. Glasses off for a sec. All right. Time to start processing in my brain as to who the eventual winner is going to be. Just kind of thinking about it as I was shaving, but trying to give each one their own quality time. Country Club Sweetwater. Picked for no reason, just wanted to use it. All right, so time to come to a conclusion. We've got on one side of the ring, Soap Commander Respect, just used today. Soap Commander Love. And I've got to go to the winner of round 2, Soap Commander Love. Respect put up a good fight, but I just find that the scent of Love, to me, one, it evokes more of an emotional response to me. It's a scent that I'm more familiar with, and just in life in general, that floral scent. There's just a lot of memories around the smell of roses, good and bad. But I also found the scent stayed longer as I shaved. Where Respect, I love the scent, but it becomes muted as I went through on the second, third pass. It was there, but it was muted. Where I felt Love was a little stronger, and just the emotional kind of connection too. So winner of, technically we'll call it round 2, Soap Commander Love. Respect put up a good challenge. Tomorrow we'll see. I got 4 more options, 4 more options to choose from. We'll see what I pick. God bless everyone. Have a fantastic Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow.